I have a broken reverse light on the driver's side. You can see where it's cracked. There are two access panels that get you to change the light bulb in those reverse lights. There's a little opening that you can put a flat bladed screwdriver in and pry up to remove this cover. And you can see the rear light bulb is inside. Well, we need to actually remove the enclosure, and you can't do that from just this panel. In order to take off this trim panel, we need to remove panels all around, starting with this one. Take this panel out, grab behind it, and pry outward until you hear it pop out. Then work your way down. You can see they've got some white fasteners here that just press in. Pull this side panel away. You can see two clips hold it in place. Remove this panel the same way. It's just like the other side with two connectors. Keep them organized. This is the driver's side, and this is the passenger side. Near the latch, we have two more fasteners that need to come out. Use a flat bladed screwdriver to remove. And then pry up underneath this outer piece and remove the base. Looks like that. Same thing on the other side. It's not threading out, so get your fingernail under there and try and help it out. Now this handle has two covers that we want to remove to get to some screws on the inside. This is looking in towards the car. You can get a fingernail behind here and pry it out. The screwdriver is kind of a little bit too big to get in there. This is what that piece looks like. There's a little hook here and a little tab that fits in. Put the tab in and then push it to close it shut. So try to remove it from this corner. This comes out the same way. Try and do it from the inside corner. To reinstall these, insert the nub and then press to close. Behind those panels are two screws, one under each panel. Here's the handle, and here's one of the bolts that was in it. This is where the handle went. Now this panel is held in place by some similar fastener, so just pull on it slowly and work your way around the edge. Be careful because the whole thing will come out. And then there's one fastener right in the middle. There's an electrical wire connecting the panel to the back, so be sure to support the cover. That connection is right here. This is that electrical connection. It has a tab in the middle on one side that you press in, and then you pull it out. This is that panel. It's got 11 fasteners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're missing that one, and we're missing this one. They're still in the car. They didn't pop out. Here's one of those fasteners. Take your panel removal tool and just pry it up. Here's the other fastener. It was on the ground. This fastener just slides in between those two discs. These bulbs just come out with a twist, counterclockwise. There are 7 nuts we have to take off. 2 at the lights. Well, that's 4. 5 up here. 6 up here. 7 up there. And then there are 3 tab fasteners. 1 here, 1 here, and 1 behind here. Can't really reach it. Now we ought to remove these 2 nuts. They're 8mm sockets. Don't drop it like I did. Somewhere on the ground. There's that other nut in this hole. You need an extension to get in that hole. There, I didn't drop this one. This fastener, you have to squeeze in 2 sides of it to get it to push through. Squeeze them like this. I have some angled needle nose pliers to do the trick. Squeeze a little above the surface and then push back while you're squeezing. It'll go through. I found that nut that I dropped. Fell off behind there. This is where the light bulb was. If you push up on this mounting bolt on this side, you'll be able to see on the other side it moves. You can see the gap there. This whole panel will come off. But we have to get that clip that's in the middle out somehow. I'm using an endoscope to see inside that cavity, and you can see it's one of those fasteners that you have to press in the sides to get. You can reach your fingers in here, and I can just feel it with the tips of my fingertip. And I can try to press in, but I can't exert any outward pressure. So I looped a noose around it. The string broke, and now it's looped around on the inside. It was too thin, so it went underneath the arms. There's a string I used that broke. Here's a heavier duty one. This rope is too thick. It just slides off of it when you try and pull it tight. 3rd rope tried. I can pull on it to make it tight, but it still isn't coming out. This is a 7mm socket. I've got this tool to help me out. You can just get a screwdriver in there and take off the screw on the top and the screw on the bottom. I have a magnet to help us get that screw out without dropping it. It's not magnetic. I use this plier to get out the screw. There's the top one. Here's my new used reverse light. You can see the screws here. It's got also a tab that holds it in place. So you have to apply some force to get it out of there. If we were able to push this back, that might help us some. Same is true for the top. You can see the tabs from the side. All we have to do is press those in to remove it. Just lift up like this and pull out. Press down here and pull out. Also note that there are these guides that hold it in place. It should rotate out and then pull out. Those arms are out of the holes for them. So I think this whole unit should just be able to move to the left. But it still seems to be stuck on something. The reverse light can't slide to the left because of the mounting studs. That got it out. Here's a screw hole and the retaining arm hole, as well as those mounting holes. Same on the top. You can see this panel comes off and this is the inside. So if you were able to remove this panel, you wouldn't have the problem that we just had with the studs sticking through there and not being able to turn. Remember to put these in first. You can see the arms aren't matching up with the holes. We have to lift it and twist it in order for it to line up. It was a lot easier going in than taking it out. I needed to set a light up to see what's going on inside. Now we can push this back into place. You can see this passenger side fastener is locked in place. However, the one on the driver's side is not all the way. So we'll just try and pull it out a little bit. Just not coming through. Now we're ready to put it back together. You can press on the outside to see if you can get these white fasteners to engage again. It's not working. They're still sticking out some. Finally, the one in the center. Remember to plug this connector back in when you put the panel on. Install the two fasteners at the bottom of the door. One of the plastic fasteners broke while I was trying to install it because it wasn't lining up with the hole. So I bought some new ones. Whole bag of them. And you're all done.